Welcome to the first episode of How We Got Here TV. Today, I have with me my brother, Jalen Cone.
Baby.
Before we even get into the episode, I'm going to ask you a question, Jay.
Son, hit me.
With no context, answer one word. How did we get here?
Jesus, man.
It's a great answer. Before we get into the episode, I'm going to introduce Jay and give you guys his resume for the ones who don't know him. Jalen Cone, just like me, went here, Walkertowns, as you see where we at. 2017 through 2018, his junior year of high school, he led the state of North Carolina at 35.5 points per game, which is top 5 scorer in the country. 2018 through 2019, senior year of high school, averaged 25.7 points and 6.6 assists per game. His awards: Frank Spencer Award as top player in Northwest North Carolina, Conference Player of the Year every year, USA Today second team All-State, NCBCA second team All-State. Then we get to his recruiting path. 4-star prospect, number 8 point guard in the nation by 247 sports, number 53 in ESPN 100 for class of 2020, graduated a year early and reclassified. Then we get to his college career. Freshman at Virginia Tech. He spent 2 years at Virginia Tech, 2019 through 2021, 47 games. 2019 through 2020, his freshman year, he played all 32 games, 3 starts, led the ACC in three-point percentage at 45.7%. That's 7th in the country. Averaged 8 points per game on 18.4 minutes and had a season high 20 versus Miami. And then 2020 through 2021, his sophomore year, 15 games, 4 start, averaged 9.2 points per game on 20 minutes, season high 23 points versus Louisville with 6 threes, ACC all-academic team. Before we get to the next school, tell me about that, Jay.
Oh man. I mean, just starting with the college, man. It was a crazy journey the way everything happened. Like you said, I only did 3 years of high school. My freshman, sophomore, junior year, but and then senior year, I want to say Tennessee was that first school offered me, and then once the wind got out, everybody, all the schools were like, "Yo, you skipping your senior year? Like we want you now too." It was NC State, Carolina, everybody, but I ended up choosing Virginia Tech, and definitely grateful for my time there. Things didn't go as planned like I wanted, but I learned a lot and was grateful, and I definitely opened up a part of my game there that I didn't know I had. So grateful for my time there, and then all the high school stuff, man. You was there to see it, man. It
100%.
was that
Great
was a
times.
movie, man. It was a movie. It was crazy, and just to see how far I've come and where I did it. A lot of guys leave their home, try to be more in the national scene, and I was able to do what I did and achieve my goals and staying right here in Walkertown, North Carolina. So I always take pride in going to Walkertown High School and growing up here in the Kernersville, Walkertown area, and take pride in this city, man.
Yeah. Then Jay hit the transfer portal and he goes to Northern Arizona through 2021 through 2023. 2021 through 2022, his junior year, all Big Sky third team, NAU Male Newcomer of the Year and Male Lumberjack of the Year. 32 games, 31 starts, 18.8 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 602 points, second most in program history, 93 threes, fifth most in program history, 34.7 minutes, led the Big Sky. Then he goes 36 points versus Sac State, 35 points versus Idaho, and 33 points versus South Dakota. Then we get to his senior year, 2022 through 2023. All Big Sky third team again, 33 games, 32 starts, 17.6 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 28 double-figure games, career high 45 points versus Southern Utah, one off of the school record. 38 versus Abilene Christian with 7 threes, 20 and 10 double-double versus Michigan State. Briefly tell me about that.
Man, just talking about Flagstaff, Arizona, up there at Northern Arizona. Man, that city is a hidden gem. I loved it. Some of my childhood, well, not childhood, but college best friends, I met there at my school, and it was a great experience, man. Shout out to Coach Burkar, putting me in the position he did to be successful. And my guy Coach Fowler, who's our assistant coach, taught me a lot. Coach Bell, who also played at Gonzaga, he was assistant coach, taught me a lot. And man, shout out to my all my brothers I played with there, man. We that those years there was literally a movie because it felt like home. I was able to be a basketball player at an elite level, but also able to be a human, like enjoy the normal life. The stuff we were doing was basically like you was watching a country college film. We was having bonfires. Me and my guy Diego putting on country concerts. I ended up performing with
You was
Dustin
up there playing
Lynch.
your guitar.
My guy Dustin Lynch, who's a famous country artist. I literally performed Party in the USA with him on stage in front of thousands of people. He had a concert in the city there. But yeah, man, Flagstaff, Arizona. I loved my time there, and I miss it, man. It feels like yesterday, and yeah, man, I got to go back there soon. I've been meaning to get out there, but yeah, those years were amazing.
Sound like it. Then we go to his grad season, California. All 32 games started, team high, 35.6 minutes. Average 13.4 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists, or 2.3 assists, excuse me. Led Pac-12 in three-point makes with 89 makes. 5 20-point games. Season high 26 points versus Santa Clara with 7 threes. 20 points versus USC. 30 points total in second halves versus Oregon State and Oregon that ended in wins. Then my boy hit a career milestone, 2003 career points, and he hit 2000 in final game versus Stanford with 19 points. How was that? 2000 that's a big number.
Yeah, man, a lot of buckets, man. Especially at a
It's a
high
lot of
level,
buckets.
playing 3 of those years at a Power Five universities. And man, Cal was amazing. Being out there in Berkeley, right there, right beside San Francisco. That was like my first time really living in a major city, and that was a cool experience. And also to say I was a part of the last year of the Pac-12. Some of those schools we played against was like, being from the East Coast, you hear about them, but
Yeah.
you never play them, you never go there, you never visit them. So
Right. I ain't
that
never
whole
been out
year,
there.
yeah, that whole year was a great experience, man. We get to go to LA, play at UCLA. We go into USC, which is in LA. Playing there. Then we went to Washington, Oregon, and the list goes on. Able to go to Stanford and all these schools, man. And it was an amazing experience. Ended up becoming really good friends with Beast Mode,
I
Marshawn
was
Lynch.
just gonna ask you. You
He,
run into
he
my boy Marshawn
yeah,
Lynch,
he played there.
man.
He actually, it was cool. So when we played in the conference tournament, he actually came to Vegas to support us there. He has a Beast Mode store there. So the team, we went there to his store and did like a whole photo thing there. And then he came to the practice. I even got photos of us, me and him. He trying to guard me, and even me and him chopping
Can he
it up in
guard you?
his store. And no, he couldn't guard me. And Marshawn, if you watch this, you can't guard me to this day. And I'm gonna be eating a bag of Skittles while I'm giving you buckets. Nah, I'm messing. But
Skittles. I bet
but
he'll
nah,
run you over though.
you sure right? He wouldn't run me over because I'll move out the way. He ain't gonna get that opportunity. But no, man, that whole year was amazing. It was a cool experience. Played with some really good players there. Devin Askew, who played at Kentucky, was a
Yeah, I was
5-star
watching him
coming
this year
out, and
with
he had a great
Nova, wasn't he? Yeah.
he had a great year this year at Villanova. Fardaws Amick, who was an elite college player and having a great professional career. My guy Jalen Tyson, JT,
Yeah.
he went first
Cleveland.
round to the Cavs and having a great career. And the list goes on. Jalen
Yeah.
Celestine, we had so many guys, and playing for Mad Dog, man. Mark Madsen, legendary Laker, won some NBA Finals with Kobe and Shaq, and still can't dance either. Everybody, we used to ask him all the time to do the dance, and after the games we try to dance. I'd be like, "Yeah, coach, you gotta shut that one down." But
Ain't
no,
no
man,
dancing going on.
yeah, man, my time there was amazing. I loved it. Definitely was good to get back to that Power Five level for my last year,
Yeah.
especially before entering my professional career and stuff. So, and then also the school side of it. I got the master's in business and entrepreneurship, so was able to put something
great.
on my resume bigger than basketball that can last my whole life. And and yeah, man, met a lot of great people there too. So.
Now you're playing in Spain, but we gonna get to that.
Yeah,
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
We'll get to that.
Now I want to get into the questions, man. The Walkertown start. What do people at Walkertown not see? Like the early mornings, the extra work after practice, the stuff that made you different when nobody was in the gym.
Yeah, man, it was my whole life I always had a crazy work ethic. I mean, I always
I
hoped
agree.
and prayed that I was going to be 6'6", but I mean, genetically, you look at mom and dad and some other family that
Who
it
you
just wasn't going
telling?
to happen. But I was always obsessed with trying to be the best version I could be. Always trying to be the best, be better than the guy next to me, and like just always thinking crazy. Like I think back to some of the stuff I used to tell myself. Even now I'm home, I'm seeing stuff I wrote on our wall with Sharpie. I'm like, yo, I was really tripping, like just crazy stuff. I'm telling myself like, yo, there's somebody else in a different time zone that's awake right now, getting that work in. And what are you doing? Like, you gonna go to sleep tonight? Or I'm telling myself like, yeah, if you do that, like you suck. You're like, it's
But you know
crazy.
what's crazy? You not lying though, because it was somebody who was while
Exactly.
you was asleep was
Exactly.
working, was doing that.
Exactly.
So
So
it makes sense. But I get where you saying as far as yeah, it's crazy to think like that. But that's you pushing yourself to that
exactly,
extra
man.
level.
And we was like specifically here for Walkertown. I remember my dad, he was never that. I think that's one thing parents mess up today. They try to force their kids to be great, to want it. My dad ain't never in his life forced me to get up to go work out. He was like, he had access to gyms, thank God for my dad, and would always go with us whenever we wanted to go. But he was like, if you want to go, you let me know. So I'm sitting there setting my alarms. I wake up 4 in the morning, go wake him up. Now we at the gym. Now it's like 4:35, and I would go get some work in with him. But then even then, when we weren't going to that gym, I would still wake him up. Day before, I'm talking to Coach Thompson. He would meet me here on the track. I'm running stadiums, trying to work on those legs, get the balance right. And Coach Thompson would be running around the track. He's like, if you're gonna go, I might as well get some work in
Shout
too.
out Coach T,
Yeah,
man.
Coach,
That's my
shout out Coach
dog.
T,
That's my
man.
dog.
And we would and I would run the stadiums at 5 in the morning, run some hills, do some stuff, some sandpit work, and we do that about 5 to 6. After that, about 6 to 7, 6 to 7:30, Coach Thompson would come in here with me on the court in this very gym, and we get working on the court, ball handling, getting up shots, different scenarios like cardio shots. We're just trying to knock down shots while I'm just exhausted. And right after I go hit the locker room back there, shower, and now everybody else is walking into school. They
Yeah,
just
that's
woke up 10, 15 minutes ago and all that stuff. And I'm like, yo, I done been up, I done got my work in, but the work wasn't done because after school was
it was
over, I
practice.
was going home. I mean, I would go to the gym, my dad's gym. Now I'm getting some work in there for about an
Extra work.
hour and a half, 2 hours. Maybe it was a little bit of upper body, get some shots up. And now I'm going home relaxing. I done got 3, 4 workouts in the day, and now I can chill and relax and go to sleep. And now it's wake up, rinse and repeat. We just doing the same thing. And I just knew with where I wanted to go in life and what I wanted to do, the dreams and goals I had for myself. Like I just knew what it took, being able to see my brother Madison and my brother Drew kind of guide me and show me
Yeah.
what to do, what not to do. And I was just able I'm blessed because I had the resources, and even if I didn't have the resources, I was going to find a way to do it. But I'm blessed to have had a coach like Coach Thompson who was willing to meet me here. Blessed to have my dad who was willing to wake up early when I woke him up to take me wherever I needed to go to get the work in, and just I had a phenomenal support system.
100%. Walkertown isn't a prep school; it's public. When the whole city started pulling up to Walkertown to see you, what did that do to you as a young man? Did you feel like you had to put on for the city every night?
Yeah, man, it definitely was like, sometimes we step on the court, seeing the city. I'm like, yo, seeing all the fans here, everybody, the students talking to me during the school day and
Yeah.
everything.
Take
And
home, drop 50 tonight.
yeah, drop 50. And I'm like, and a lot of people, at a young age, they would think, oh, that's pressure. But then we go back to the work ethic. I knew nobody out there could guard me. I knew nobody out there deserved it more than I do.
It was
And I knew
routine.
I deserved to go for 40 or go for 50 or do whatever I was going to do that night because I know that guy I'm about to face up against, he didn't wake up till right before school. The only shots he got up yesterday was during practice
Might have
or
been tardy.
yeah, I mean, he probably could have been late to school. He was close. He was getting close to that time frame. They was like, yo, you can't even play tonight. And even the guys that was working, I'm like, you probably was working, but your workouts wasn't intentional like mine was. You wasn't working as hard as I was. Like, so it's just like there really wasn't that pressure because I kind of had that confidence and the swag to me of like, yo, I'm supposed to do this. So like, I'm like, yo, this is natural for me. There's nothing I have to think about. Just go be Jalen Cone, and I was just gonna do what I do.
Did that play a part in like your confidence is coming in? Was it more of motivation or was it more of confidence? Like, cause you're to like you said, your pops didn't force you to get up or do none of that. So like, you had to have some sort of motivation that would wake you up. Like, yeah, I got to get up. If I go do these push-ups, go run the stadium with Coach Thompson and things like that.
Yeah.
What was the motivation that got you up to do stuff like that? Cause that's not normal for a 16-year-old,
Yeah,
17-year-old
man.
kid to
Yeah,
do that.
it's crazy. And I tell people even then, like I remember being in middle school, maybe even elementary school. I was in fifth grade. Like I'm really 10, 11 years old, getting up early, and my parents not forcing me to get up early. Like I'm the one telling them as a little kid. And I think my motivation really is I knew especially for me, like with my size, there's some guys they don't really work that hard, but they're blessed with 6'7", 6'8". So then they flip that switch later on in life. Now they have the work ethic, and now they go make millions of dollars. But for me, I knew mine had to start now as a kid. So, I was my motivation was really I just wanted to be the best. Like that was my thing. Like I
The end
wanted to
goal.
be the best. I knew
Yeah.
I had goals in my mind. I'm like one day for my career for a living, I'm not going to work a 9 to 5. I am not going to work this job. I am going to play this
Get
game
paid
that
for
I
it.
love, and I'm going to get paid to do it. So
That's 100%.
that was my
Yeah.
goal. Then of course, my beautiful little princess Ivy Faith, she came into my life that junior year. The end of that. No, that was the junior year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
junior
was that.
year
Yup.
of high school. Technically, my last year of high school, and that adds more motivation, a lot more, because it's like, all right, now it's not only just me. Now I have a mouth to feed. I have
Yep.
somebody to take care of. I have somebody that's gonna look to me. I can't just be a normal kid and do
Nah.
the normal things. Like it's like I have to. There was a certain level. Like yeah, I could go enjoy some things and do some things, but there was always a certain level. There was always extent that I could do that because I knew like I had bigger
Had to
responsibilities
grow
that
up.
was bigger than me,
Yeah.
and that added a lot of motivation. Things was like, oh, I wanted to be the best. I don't want to have to do this. Now it was like, oh no, I have to do this now.
I don't
There ain't
got a
no
choice.
choice. Yeah, like I was already
Yeah.
just very motivated, but now it was like, yo, it's not my choice anymore. Like
Yeah.
I have to do this.
Like you said, you got a
And
mouth to feed.
exactly, got a mouth to feed, baby girl to take care of, even someone just to look up to. I knew
Yup.
like, whether you make it or not, everything is not put into your hands and your decision. You can't control everything.
I
And
agree.
God has a plan. God could have said, no, I don't have that for you. I don't have that calling for your life, and that would have been that. And but I just knew no matter whatever I did in life, I just want to make sure she was always surrounded by. And one day when she got older and understood that, she saw the motivation, the work ethic of what it took. So one day when she's older, if she wants to, right now she loves gymnastics and dance. If she wants to do that as a career and do it professionally and be the best, she knows because she got to see her
110%.
whole life of seeing me work the way I was working. And if she says, hey, I want to be a janitor, I'm gonna say she gonna know how to be the best janitor
Spotless.
in the world. She gonna know how to make everything spotless. Whatever she does, I'm gonna support her. And yeah, so that was kind of, it's always been a motivation to just be the best and give everything my all and be intentional with everything I do.
As somebody that was here with you in high school, I could see that from you
Yeah,
as just being a teammate, as being a brother, a
yeah,
friend. I seen how you, like I said, sometimes I'm coming in the gym, coming to school, and you already hear you, or
yeah.
before practice, you out there running that hallway right behind this wall. You running
Uh-huh.
the hallway doing push-ups, and
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't even got that kind of work ethic right now.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
but that's great right there. Now I want to get into your recruitment and that 4-star life. When you got that 4th star, when you saw your name ranked nationally, did that feel like pressure or did that feel like finally they seeing what you been knew?
No, actually, when I saw that fourth star, I was pissed. I was like, four? We're the fifth one. Actually,
knew it.
we're
I knew
the
it.
sixth one. There should have been six on there. What they talking about fourth? Like what, yo? Like, and I was actually pissed, and that was another thing. That was kind of another chip on the shoulder, another edge of just like, yo, I'm missing a star. I'm
Yeah.
better than whoever they got the 5-star. I go to these
Yeah.
camps. I'm like, yo, I'm better than this dude. Like, I'm not gonna say no names. I don't want to start any beef with anybody, you know.
Yeah.
But there was one guy in my position, you know, he was a 5-star and had some clout on his name in the whole camp. I'm like, yo, I just want to play him. I don't care whoever else I play. I had
Yeah.
Anthony. We played against Anthony Edwards one day. And he hezzy the dude coming down the middle to playing half court sets, going between the legs, dunking on cat, like going crazy. Scotty Barnes, anybody you can name, everybody was there. It was like those top 3 classes. I was like, yo, they're saying this guy's the best point guard in our class. Like, I don't care about any of these other games. I'm still gonna do my thing, but like, I want that game. I want that matchup. And I never got it, but it was my team never got to play his team in the camp. But it was like, you know, those rankings and stuff. That stuff never got to me at all, I would say, because it was always a chip. Like unless there was a number 1 beside Jalen Cone, then like it never got to me. Because no matter where I was, if somebody else's opinion was this guy was better than you, there was always going to be that chip on his shoulder. And then I don't know if you want me to talk about the recruitment stuff, but man, that was crazy. Like that's like one thing, like seeing that, like going through that process, being a kid, hearing about some of these schools. And then I remember some of them, like some of the schools, you know, some of them was on the West Coast. So when they come this way, or coaches, you know, they got to go see multiple kids they're trying to go see, and they got to travel the country. Or now a lot of coaches are traveling the world.
Yeah.
They're trying to see multiple people at a time. And some coaches was like, yo, we can't make it to the game tonight. And I'm like, my coach Thompson would be like, well, he's working out at 5. He's gonna run the stadium, then we're gonna come in here. So I'm like, you can watch him work out on the court, but it's gonna be after he does an hour and a half of killing his body, then coming here. And he was like, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'm still coming out here putting on a crazy workout. I remember one morning had Stanford in here all the way from California. We had Oregon came in here. Baylor came in
I remember
here.
a lot of schools coming in.
Yeah,
Wake
like
Forest, Providence. It was a lot of schools coming in here.
Everybody come. They would come in for workouts, then for games I'm playing.
Yep.
And like even before the game, like the coach, like a Louisville coach is there. Notre Dame, like I remember one game, like my legs was dead tired. I was like, yo, I got no bounce. And then I got a fast break that game, and I had Louisville and Notre Dame sitting on the side. It was another school that I can't remember, an SEC school. And I got this fast break. I was like, Jay, I don't care how your legs feel. You got to get on that rim and show them what's up. And I windmilled on that fast break. That was the year me and you, that was, my last year. So me and you was on the same team. And it was, but yeah, man, it was crazy. That recruitment process was crazy. And then we get to my junior year. At this time, this is a funny story. Rick Barnes, I love you. You're head coach of Tennessee. I love Tennessee. Go Vols, man. Amazing campus, amazing area. But I remember Rick would not offer me because he just thought I was too small. But his assistant coach, I forget, I want to say it was Desmond Oliver. Coach is telling me, this coach loved me. He would come here to watch me work out, stay here the whole day, and go watch me work out at my dad's gym, and then stay another day just to come to the game the next day. Like, loved me. He was telling Rick, he was like, I don't care about his size. Like, this kid is a killer, and his work ethic is crazy. And Rick is just like, oh, no, he's too small. Tennessee goes to the Sweet 16. This is like the story of why, and this is like the background, the origin story of why I skipped my senior year. Tennessee goes to the.
I want to know that because you left me.
Yeah, my fault. Hey, my fault.
I want to know that.
But yo, Tennessee. So Tennessee goes to the Sweet 16. They got to see Purdue. Carson Edwards. You know, Carson Edwards was throwing up crazy numbers. And Carson Edwards, like, I don't know what they have them listed at. They might have him listed as like 6 foot, 6'1". I seen him in person. This dude is a legit 5'11", like with shoes. Well, he could be a good 5'10", but bouncy, big, built like a running back. But
Bulldog.
Gets to it. And they got to see Carson Edwards, man. I think Carson Edwards went for 41 or 42, knocked them out. Purdue advances to Elite 8. Literally, right after that game, see a phone call. Tennessee, Rick Barnes. I'm like, Why they playing in the NCAA tournament right now? What's up, coach? He like, Jalen, well, let's give it a day or two. It wasn't right after the game. It was a few days. Jordan
Yeah.
Bones, their starting point guard, and they had Grant Williams there, who won SEC Player of the
Grant
Year 2 years in a row from North Carolina, from that Charlotte area.
Yeah.
He actually went to Providence, who we spanked up on that year. But Jordan Bone announced he had a good year. The team had a great year. Jordan Bone's like, I'm not coming back for this last year. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the NBA and enter the draft. And so Rick calls me, and I'm like, yo, Rick Barnes, like, I know the assistant coach loves me and stuff. At this point, he offers me for 2020 after Carson Edwards whooped up on him. So now he's a believer in the little guards, because this was before he had Ziegler, who was there, who had a phenomenal career at Tennessee. But after Carson Edwards whooped up on him, little guard, he calls me, yo, we're offering you for 2020. I was like, bet, thank you. SEC is not too far from home, country boy at heart, man. Grew up here, Walkertown, Kernersville. Is be a perfect scenario. And then Jordan Bone leaves, calls me, yo, Jalen, we need you to come for 2019. Jordan is leaving. Is it possible for you to come early a year? So I'm like, coach, I mean, I would love that. I mean, that would be a cool opportunity, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the credits. Of course, we talked to people, Miss Walker, everybody at the school, figure out what needs to be done. And we see that I'm able to do it. So now I'm at the point I have to make a decision. Yo, am I going to skip this last year of high school and talk to my family, prayed on it, and decide I'm going to skip it? News goes out on Twitter. Jalen Cone is leaving high school early, and he's going to join the class of 2019. And as soon as that got out, man, by the way, I did not commit to Tennessee or anything. They just offered the 2019 spot. Yeah. And while we're trying to figure all this out, now Wynn gets out, NC State calls. Yo, you trying to go? And Keats, Keats, great dude, and but I was a little, I felt a little hurt with them because they didn't recruit me as hard, but I had Carolina, Duke reaching out some, Wake recruit me heavily, but then NC State acting like they didn't want to show no love to the North Carolina kid. But once that 2019 win got out, man, Keats was down. Keats was down here the next day in that hallway. Came see me. Walked with me around the school. He came in the middle of the school day, and he offered, then all the other schools as well offered. They was like, yo, we want you now. Virginia Tech was like, yo, we want you now. All these other schools, some schools that wasn't even recruiting me, it's like, yo, we want you now. Baylor, yo, we want you now. Texas A&M, because Buzz just left Virginia Tech, went to Texas A&M. Texas A&M was like, yo, we want you now. And so now I got all these schools want me now. Carolina was like, yo, listen, this is funny. Carolina was like, yo, we was looking at you for 2020. We were about to offer you, but you can't come 2019. So we don't want you to go with the 2019. I'm like, why? Like, y'all still got some scholarship. They was like, Cole Anthony's here. It's Cole Anthony's show. And if you were to come this year, I'm going to tell you, you're sitting the bench. They didn't say it like that, but they kept it real with me. I was like, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate it.
I got to tell them the funny story because I know you're going to remember as far as with Cole Anthony. I used to get under your skin.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, yo.
After the news as far as you committing it and where you was going, y'all don't know. I used to go and tell Jay Cone, I'd be like, Jay, Cole Anthony finna bust you all kind.
Yeah, oh my God. This Carolina dude right here.
When I say Jay get so mad, Jay would be like,
oh, no,
bet, for real. He'll like, okay. Bet. And it's crazy, because this is my brother right here.
Yeah.
Jay got me tickets to the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
And that's when they played Cole Anthony. That was a funny story, because I used to tell Jay all the time. I just be like, shout out my boy Corey, too. Corey gonna watch this. Corey, no, he was there. I used to tell him, I'd be like, Cole Anthony gonna get on you. Jay used to get so mad, he'd get on his skin. I'm like, this is funny. I'm like, but that's just my brother, so I know I know that going. That made him think about it every time. But that's just a funny story I had to put out there real quick.
Yeah, man. But it was them. I remember Louisville, Coach Mack. He was the head coach at the time. He didn't want me to skip my senior year because they just brought in like 6, 5, and 4 stars, so they use up all their scholarships all the time going to them. And then Yeah, man, and all these schools, and it was crazy. Like talking about that recruitment story, I remember there was times now schools. Okay, now they got a fast track. Typically, they save this stuff, for that last year when you're working on, you're getting close to these commitments. I remember schools like these coaches, they're bringing the whole staff, the head coach, the 3 or 4 assistants, someone else too that was on staff, pulling up in big, brand new SUV bodies,
Black
coming to
truck.
coming
Black
to the
truck.
crib looking like the mafia in their school gear, coming inside, sitting in the living room, talking with me and my family. And one funny story is like one day Tennessee and Texas A&M. So Rick Barnes and then Coach Buzz was bringing his staff from Texas A&M. We had them scheduled same day because it's the time that worked good for them. I was like, you know what, we might as well get both of them out today. And Rick and his whole staff, it's like 5, 6 of them in there. And I play the piano, play the guitar. I come from a musical family. My sister sings. This man had me, I was in there because they got the old Rocky Top, their song. And he was telling me I got to learn it on piano. He wanted to hear me play. So I'm sitting there playing the piano. My sister's singing. He's like, yo, you come here for like our little madness night, whatever. We're going to have you play old Rocky Top. We're going to put a piano on the floor. And so anyways.
He recruiting you to sing.
Yeah, so that goes.
Sing, play the
Yeah,
music.
so that that happens. So now the whole visit they was there for about hour and a half, 2 hours, talking everything, and now they get in a big black truck and they start reversing out the driveway. My driveway like a little hill. It's not like a little hill. So they reversing out the driveway. Another black truck comes up the hill on the road and sees another big black truck reversing out, hits the gas, blocks the driveway. Buzz Williams hops out the passenger seat, run up to the car like, yo, what y'all doing here? What y'all doing? But they both in the same conference. Buzz and Rick are super cool. They have a great relationship. They're good. Buzz was just joking with them, and they got out. So now Texas A&M and Tennessee outside, 2 legendary coaches outside my crib, just joking, having conversation. Now the staff out there talking like a big old family reunion at the Cone crib. I'm like, yo, and then
Cone
but that,
Estates.
yeah, that was a funny story. But yeah, I end up choosing Virginia Tech. Mike Young came in there. He was I was like the highest rated recruit they had coming in that year, and they only had like 2 red shirt freshmen returning and 1 or 2 juniors. Yeah, it was 2 juniors. So there was a lot of room for time, like a lot of playing time from the jump in the ACC Elite Conference, and I just was like, I'm gonna play right away.
Yeah.
I get there, things didn't specifically happen that way, but after that non-conference play and we got into conference play, they looked at Jay Cone and I started getting to it after that, boy. I started getting to it once.
Had the best shooting percentage in
Yeah,
the ACC, and that's a
once they
basketball
put me
conference.
in there, once they put me in there, once Mike Young put me in there, I started letting that thing go for him, and that's one thing I was saying earlier. Like I unlocked a part of my game I didn't know I had, coming off them screens, catch and shoot. I was always ball dominant, but I was able to play off the ball, was able to show myself that. So I'm very grateful for them for showing me that aspect of my game, and Blacksburg, this is home. I miss it, man.
I want to
good
get into that.
times.
I want to get into that Power 5 reality, man.
Yeah.
When did you realize college basketball is straight business? Was there a meeting, a conversation where you realized this isn't about hooping, this is more business? Because when you get to that kind of level, those coaches, like you say, you got a mouth to feed. That's their job. Like, that's how they feed their family, is coaching and winning basketball games.
I come from a household. My brother was playing football at University of Wisconsin, a huge football school in the Big Ten. And then, I have family background in sports. Yeah, family background in sports. And, man, it was... So I kind of knew going into college, like what to expect. They tell me like, getting those talks, but I knew like, man, this is like, it's no joke. Like for one, you got alumni giving hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars every year to these programs. People invested, big time companies, whatever, invested in these universities, these programs. Then you got this coach. It's like, yo, if y'all don't lock in, if y'all don't take this serious or treat it like a business, like right now, like this is my job. This is how I feed my family. And these coaches at these Power 5, they're like, I love my job. I'm getting paid great. I'm at a great school. Like,
gotta work no 9 to 5. They get to do what they love every day.
They're like, yo, you better lock in. So I always knew it was it was a business going in, and it wasn't. But like I said, with my life growing up, my work ethic, I always handled business, took care of business. The school aspect too was always good. You know, I had a great support system from family, but then also there in the staff, my guy Coach Webby always looked out for me. He wanted to help recruit me there. And then, you know, rest in peace Elise, our academic advisor, man. She was like family to me. She was like a big sister, you know, like those big sisters that's like maybe there's a huge age gap, parent had another. She was like a big sister, the kindest soul, the sweetest soul. All loved pink, loved bright colors, was always so happy, and always looked out for us and made sure I was on track, doing what I needed to do academically, my personal life, always there for me. And yeah, man, so I had a great support system.
Yeah, man. You talking about a lot of highs, but I want to know what was the lowest moment for you at Virginia Tech?
Yeah.
Being fresh from high school, new to high level college basketball. That moment when you were away from home, maybe not playing how you wanted, questioning
Yeah.
everything. How did you get through that?
Yeah, man, I tell people this because, you know, for those who don't know, that first bit of the season, like that first quarter of the season, man, it was very tough. I wasn't playing. I had, you know, if we play a smaller school, we up a lot now. And coach is comfortable. Now I'm playing 15 minutes. But, you know, once we started playing them good schools, non-conference, I'm playing like a minute. 30 playing 30 seconds. Oh, I'm not playing. And I'm coming from being that guy.
Yeah.
Every school wanted me. Like, it was crazy, man. And then I was really defeated mentally and everything. And, you know, my parents have never been the type. My dad has never been the type. If things not going my way, they not gonna call the coach. They not gonna go to the school. And especially at this point, it's like, yo, you in college, you're a young adult. Like, you gotta handle it. You gotta, like, we're here to support you, and we're gonna give you guidance and wisdom. But we're not about to just show up there like you a little baby and come fix it for you. And I don't like. I see those type of parents, and it's honestly, it's crazy. But my parents was never those type of parents. And I remember one night, man, frustrated, just defeated, and I'm in the practice facility about to get up some shots late night. And, you know, I was the only one in there. A lot of guys are resting because, you know, these guys are playing heavy minutes. And, you know, I'm on the phone with my dad, and my dad is just like, I'm sitting in the locker room. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna get up shots or what. I'm just defeated. And my dad told me, he was like, Jalen, you got to stay ready for your moment. He was like, I don't care if you was playing 30 a game. I don't care if you didn't play last game. He was like, you don't know when that moment is going to come. You have to stay ready. He was like, the reason you are where you're at now is because of your work ethic. So don't try to stop it now because things aren't going your way. And he was like, yo, just always stay ready. Stay in the gym. Always, every day, get better. Stick to the script. It don't matter. If things aren't going well, stick to the script. And that's exactly what I did, man. I was getting up early, grinding, late nights grinding. I remember sometimes texting the assistant coach, like, yo, can we get some extra work in there? Like, yo, we got a crazy practice later, and then we got a game tomorrow. Like, I'm like, bro, y'all know I'm not playing a bunch. Like, just get in the gym with me. Right. And I'm getting in this extra work, extra lifts, you know, trying to do all this stuff. And then it's crazy. Like, we go, like, bro, I'm having games I did not play at all. We went to the Maui Invitational, play against Obi Toppin. I'm not even playing, bro. Michigan State that freshman year in the Maui Invitational, I played like 2-3 minutes, like, bro. And then now we get into conference play. We go to we play our rival Virginia UVA, and bro, I played like a minute 30. And the only reason I played a minute 30 because we was getting waxed by like 20 or 30 at this point. We knew the game was over. So coach just threw me in. You know, don't want any of the guys that he does play to get hurt. And so that's that. Now we go to Syracuse. He puts me in the first half for like 30 seconds to a minute. I can't exactly remember, but it was in that short frame. And I take one shot, boom, hit a three, nothing but net too. And then he takes me out, but that was halfway through the first half. Puts me in, takes me out, I don't get back in for the first half. We go in the locker room. Second half starts, man. Syracuse started out on our tail, bro, coming at us. Now we down like close to 20, maybe a little above 20, 25, and he is we just had no more solutions. There was nothing else we could do. You need to tell and I think it was Coach Frazier, man. He was our head associate coach. he just looked at, he said, yo, give the little, he said, he used to call me little fella, like, yo, give the little fella a chance, from Baltimore, like, yo, give the little fella a chance.
No, they got
Coach,
them accents.
yeah, Coach Young was like, Jalen, let's go. Man, went for like 20 in the second half, brought us back. We won in the legendary Carrier Dome, Syracuse. Jim Boeheim, legendary coach. You know, he on the other side coaching right there, home of Carmelo Anthony. Crazy game, and that game was a breakout game. After that, bro, now I'm playing like 25, 30. Plays getting called for me, and I kept it going. Like, just had crazy numbers that game. Next game, boom, another 20, playing major minutes. Carolina comes to our place. My first time ever suiting up versus UNC at our place. Had 18 points. It was like 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and like 2 blocks. Like, how I get 2 blocks? The smallest thing out there versus Cole Anthony in them.
Like
versus Cole Anthony in them. But
chill.
And we won the game, man. One play of the game, like, things was going great. I'm starting a lot of games, man, and playing a lot, and man, it was like that shift right there, and it's all because my dad told me to stay ready, man. Stick to the script. Don't lose the work ethic. Stay in the gym. And don't try to stay in the gym doing all these crazy things like, oh, okay, now I got to do all this. Like, no. Stick to the basics.
That's one thing I can't say. Yeah, you fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
You went to. It's
Was
a lot of
never
high
a
school players where you see they coming out doing a lot. Like, it's freestyle ball. You had your.
Yeah, it was
right.
hezzies, in and outs, blow bys. You
Yeah.
see the clips, hit you with a boom, boom, double move. You off balance,
Combo.
quick, boom,
You
one
had
dribble pull up.
yeah,
Like, it was nothing,
100%.
nothing crazy.
Yeah,
boom, boom,
100%.
sidestep. There was no
Everything
looking
was
like
routine
I was.
spot.
Yeah,
Routine
it
spot.
just kept it
yeah.
simple, and
Yeah.
it worked. I dominated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Man, let's get into that portal talk. Virginia Tech to NAU to Cal. That's 3 schools, 3 different conferences.
Yeah.
What's the loneliest part of the portal that nobody really posts about? Is it packing your whole life up, a new locker room, having to prove yourself all over again?
Man, I would say the toughest part was definitely like, I was definitely saying leaving, because I was there for 2 years, Virginia
Yeah,
Tech.
and fresh too.
Some of those guys that I played with, like, those guys are still some of my best friends to this day. We all still talk. We all still keep in touch. Like those are my brothers, and that was the hardest part. Is like, I've been here for 2 years. This was my first experience, like, away from home, like living by myself, got my own place, and it was that was the toughest part, having to say goodbye. Because, like, yeah, you keep those relationships, but it's not going to be the same because I'm with them every day. Now it's like,
You never
now I'm
know when you're
further
going to
away.
really
That
see
was-
them again.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Real life.
And that was,
that's
I would
crazy.
say that was that low part of the portal that sucks. I'm a very sentimental guy, very emotional guy, lovey-dovey guy, and
Soft boy.
I'm a soft boy, man, and that was the tough part. Just because I did good at Virginia Tech, I didn't have any issues in the portal finding a new home and stuff. Had a bunch of offers and stuff, so that wasn't lonely for me. But it was that part of leaving, yo.
Having to
It's like them
break up.
attachments and relationships. It was hard, man.
Man, I want to get back into you being a father, that fatherhood. You said you wanted to be more present for your daughter Ivy in that last run. When you entered that last portal run, how much did being a father play into where you chose to go?
Yeah, man. It was, everything, even the decisions I made. Like, some people might look at it and say, oh, you want to be more present, but you went further west.
Yeah.
And she's still here. Like, what you mean be more present? And that's the thing. Some people get caught up, and that's why some people they don't achieve their goals, or they don't see the bigger picture. They're looking short term. They're like, oh, so they think, oh, because you want to be more present, now you're about to transfer the weight, or you want to transfer Winston-Salem State or High Point.
Misinterpreting.
Yeah, it's like, no, like, being present is like, okay, I know in order in one day for us to, be together, and I can be fully present, I can be that full-time dad, and we're in a position to where I can provide and take care and be the man I need and be the father I need to be for my daughter. Like, some steps required me to, take a step here. Yes, it might be a little bit of distance, but like in the future, it was going to put me where I needed to be, where God wanted me to be, and be, yeah, so I can, and it's all about sacrifices,
Yeah.
and everybody wants these things. They want these goals, like they want these all these dreams they have and all these material things they want them, and like, okay, the material things are cool, but it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are the sacrifices? Because it can't, like, it requires hard work and a work ethic, but at the
Everything
same
can't be.
time, with that, it's not just hard work. Oh, let me just wake up at 5 and do this.
Yeah.
Like, there's also sacrifices that come with it. That's very hard decisions. That was very hard for me. That it was like, yo, some nights I cried. I'm talking to my family like, yo, I don't know what to do, and it's like they were always there to remind me of the bigger picture, not what you're seeing now. The bigger picture,
End goal, boy.
the
I
end
say it a
goal,
lot,
man.
the
and-
end goal.
Yeah, man. So.
All right, man. I want to get into these closing questions, man. Talking about now, man. You're a professional in Spain. You went from growing up in the United States your whole life to playing professional all the way in Spain. What's the biggest adjustment from playing here in college to playing pro in Spain? The lifestyle? Is it the basketball? Is it, again, that being away from family even farther now?
Yeah. I would say, man, I would say the most similar league in America compared to Spain would be college basketball. At that high level is like it's very tactical, very fun. And yes, Spain, it's even more tactical. In Europe, basketball is even more tactical.
Yeah.
And I would say, here in America, we have more of a freestyle one-on-one basketball. Even if you see the youth basketball now, it's all
AAU.
one-on-one.
now.
It's crazy, but it's like it's like they're teaching a game, and like you look at it, I tell people this all the time. I'm like, Americans for sure, our youth basketball, the kids are faster, they're bigger, they're more athletic, like they jump higher, like we have the better athletes. But them dudes over there in Europe, when I tell you the way they think, like about the game,
It's totally
they
different,
can see plays before it even happens. The scenarios, they set up situations before like we even get to that point. Like it's so tactical, but it's so elite because there's some guys I play against. I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, this dude got a dad bod.
Food. You
This
thinking
dude
food.
this
You
dude
thinking
6'8",
food.
can barely get off the ground, can't move that well, and dudes just dominate. I'm like, yo, why can't we stop this dude? Like, yo, this dude is cold. But then if you look at it in America, who is that? Jokic. Luka.
Yeah.
Neither of them are the fastest, the strongest, can't jump that high, not super athletic, but both of them.
Well, Luka, I get it, but Jokic, that's
But
simple
even when
basketball.
Luka does it, it's not
slow,
like
yeah.
some
Yeah.
Kyrie stuff or these other guards.
Curry
It's
or
like
something like- yeah.
it looks like slow motion what he's
it looks
doing,
like all
and then
set
he's
up.
getting all set up because they don't need the speed and athleticism. They got the tactical part to okay, I'm gonna set him up here and to be able to get my shot off. Jokic, dude is huge, can't even move that well, and
Jokic said, I like horses. He said, I
yeah,
can't wait to go
he
home.
like, yo, I can't wait to go. I'm riding horses, and I see like his mentality and why he is the way he is sometimes. Because I know definitely sometimes being in like these American locker rooms, especially the NBA at that level, you're making that much money. Guys are buying these things, driving this, living here, and they're gonna brag about it, they're gonna post about it. And Jokic is just like, you see like where he comes from and the way he plays basketball, and now he has to come play in this. You can see why it kind of drains him a little bit because he's like, yo, what is this? This is crazy. But those guys, they dominate basketball with their minds. They don't need the feet, the legs,
I agree.
They just dominated here. And I would say that was like the biggest thing I got to learn this second year. Like, yeah, the numbers, like first year led the league in scoring. This year, talked to the coach before season. We agreed that, hey, I really need to lock in on this point guard role, this European point guard role, especially being a smaller guard. If I want to get to that Euro League where they paying the big bucks and all that, it's like, I got to understand the game like those Europeans. I got to be able to make these tactical decisions in the speed of the game like these European point guards. So, we took a step back from the scoring role, learned that point guard position. And, I learned a lot and grew a lot this year. And there's still more I got to learn, but, that comes with time and becoming a vet one day. But Yeah, man, I would say that tactical it's insane.
It's
honestly,
different. I
it's
agree. Like
different.
even like, cause I'm a basketball head, so I watch a lot of basketball, and like I
Yeah.
already knew it's crazy because the two names you named was the names I was gonna name off the top, which is Luka
Yeah.
and Jokic. I'm like those, like you can see the way they play is totally different from like you said a Kyrie or
Yeah.
even a Curry or shoot even Bron. Like
Crazy.
all of the game style and the mental is totally different. Man, to close it out, well, not to close it out yet, because I got something for you at the end.
Oh,
You're the kid from Walkertown who averaged 35 a night in high
Mhm.
school to 2,000 plus points in college to now getting buckets in Spain. What would you tell that 16-year-old Jalen Cone that's in this gym if you could talk to him right now?
Man, I would tell them to. I would tell them to keep working, man. I'm telling them like, yo, it's gonna pay off. Stay on this path, even when you get to college. Stay on this path. When things are good, things are bad. Just stay on this path. And I would just tell him like, yo, life is going to happen. There's going to be good things. There's going to be bad things. But just at all times, keep Jesus first.
Yeah.
Stay in your word. Keep your family and the good friends close. And yeah, man, that's the main thing. Like, keep
down.
God. Stay down, man.
Stay down.
Just stay in your word. Stay down and just serve others. Continue to serve others. I feel like that's always been a big thing for me. Like even my wife tells me now, she's like, "You're a people pleaser." Yo, I'm like, I just have a servant's heart. Like I always
natural
want.
for you.
It's natural for me. I just have a servant's heart. I always want to please everybody. I want everybody to be happy, and I know that's unrealistic. I know you can't make everybody
can't
happy.
please everybody.
If I want to please everybody, my dad says all the time, if you want to please everybody, sell ice cream. But
Hey, pause crazy for that one.
yeah,
I ain't
sell
never
ice
heard
cream.
that
And I
one.
know, but having that, I always have a servant's heart. So I would just tell myself, man, stay in the word and just continue to serve others and put others above myself.
All right, to end it off, I got something special for y'all. Before we leave, give me your Walkertown all-time starting five.
Yo, put me on the spot like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We here. I mean, we here, man.
Oh, put me on the
same
spot
goal
like
I
that.
threw you off the backboard. The same goal. We here. Same
All right.
court.
All right, here we go. Man, some cats gonna be hot at me because I can't even put some of my dogs in there.
It gotta go like
man,
that.
there's too many. All right, at the one. I gotta go you at the one. You was for one, you was really our floor general, controlling it, getting us either we wanted to play fast, slow it down. Plus, we was really Lob City.
Nah,
We was really Lob
Don't
City.
even get into it because you sold a lot of them.
I did sell a lot. We had so many lobs, but we should have had way more because I folded so many lobs.
He sold.
Bro.
I got video evidence of him selling
Yeah,
a
I
lot of my
sold
alleys.
so many, but we was Lob City.
Luckily, the one he didn't sell is the best one.
Yeah, off the backboard.
Y'all don't
yeah.
even know how many times we practiced that before it even
Oh
happened.
my gosh! And there's a lot of them we didn't even practice. Like there's one I jumped off of 1 foot on that goal versus four bush, caught it and dunked. That one's on Baller's Life. And it's like so many. I'm like, yo, what is? But I would say you at the one.
Okay.
I'm gonna put me at the three. Some of y'all might look at this crazy because I'm small, but I'm saying. No. I'll take that back.
Got him thinking.
I take that back. I was about to add someone in there, but I don't know his name. But I remember he played here at Walkertown probably a few years before me. I remember watching him get to it into Frank Spencer. But I'm not going to throw him in there because if I were to put myself at the three, then there's somebody I got to leave out that I think we got to have in there. I'm going to have to go you at the one, me at the two.
You played with some guys though, even with the teams before I came, because I was young when I played with you. I was a sophomore. I was still young.
Okay, you at the one, me at the two. Our 3-4 are interchangeable.
You can throw a 6-man in there if you got to.
I can throw a 6-man. Okay.
If you got to.
Me at the one. I mean, J Doug at the one, me at the two. Our 3 and 4, they're like one can play the 4, one can play the 3, or they can flip it. But I'm gonna have to go Kier,
Monkey
okay.
D.
Monkey Key. Monkey Key. I remember we used to make plays. He used to be like, and we used to give
Yeah,
high
I'm
fives.
telling you,
But I gotta throw him in there because when I tell you,
My boy Key.
when I tell you a dog, like
Yeah, pure
any
dog.
winning team
Pure dog.
needs that dog. Like they need a dog. Like he was gonna guard.
If I had to compare him, Jimmy Butler. Like,
Yeah,
he's doing
Jimmy-
all the dirty work that he
all
got
the
to.
dirty work. Like he would be on some like Jimmy Butler. He would be on some
Draymond, all that,
Draymond
like, he's doing,
Green,
like, he's
Drew
in your
Holiday,
chest,
like he was, and he could guard 1 through 4 really at this
Yeah.
level. At this level,
Yeah.
1 through 4, and he's a rebounding dog. He go get rebounds. He don't care who's under there. There could be a brick wall right there. We can say, yo, you gotta jump through this brick wall to get this rebound. He gonna do it. So you always gotta have one of those guys because it's like, you have to. 4, I gotta go, my dog. Antoine Lowry.
Twan, my boy.
Twan.
My
I gotta
boy
throw
Twan,
Twan,
man.
And the reason I say Twan,
My
because
boy Twan.
I remember playing with Twan, and Twan was like one of those cats. I played with him younger too when and we was younger. I forget the name of that team. What? We was Burgundy and like a Carolina Blue that was coaching. We had Jaquan McMillan who in the NFL. He was on that team.
With
Chaz.
the Broncos. Chaz Prep, that was one of your KO.
But the reason I say Antoine because Twan, he grew up basketball and just had the basketball smarts.
Two lefties right
yeah,
there, too.
and when we was playing, like every time we was playing here for one time, Twan could knock down the 3, but Twan was also super smart. Like he could go play the 1 if we needed him to. There was a lot of times when I was in with him, he was running the 1 and I was off the ball because I was scoring a lot more. But he's just so smart. Even like defensively, he probably wasn't at that time wasn't moving the best and stuff like that. But he was still getting steals and stuff because he just had the basketball tactics. So I'm gonna throw him at the 4, but really him and Kier can switch. We might throw Twan at the 3, Kier more at the 4, just because Twan can shoot a little better, but Kier can guard more of the smaller positions. And then at the 5. Who we gonna do at the 5? We're talking about guys during their time at Walkertown. Like we're not talking about their post Walkertown. Like
yeah. I mean, cause I ain't got no post Walkertown. I was
yeah,
done.
yeah,
after that.
facts.
That
Okay,
was
so
it
we're
for
talking
me.
about their career at Walkertown. At the 5, yo, who am I gonna throw at the 5?
That's a tough spot.
That's
Remember, you got a 6-man too, though. You still got
I got
your
a 6-man. I got a 6-man too. Oh my gosh, who we gonna throw at the 5? At the 5, I'm gonna have to go. I'm trying to think of our teams and stuff we had too. Who was our 5? Who was? I remember my first year we had TT at the 5.
T-Moan. You know, we had Jay Ware.
Yeah, I knew Jay Ware.
We had Jay Ware. Then we had like Shy. We had one like that at the 5. TT. What was it? We had a tall dude too. The year before me.
And he came from Atkins.
Was it Atkins or Glenn? It was one of them two.
Yeah, it was Atkins.
I think his name was like Elijah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
or
Elijah.
something like that.
Okay. Y'all have my 4. At my 5 and 6 man, I'm having Jay Ware and Elijah. The reason I say this, Elijah was like, how tall is Elijah?
Elijah was probably
6'4"?
Yeah, he might have been around that 6'4", 6'5" height.
6'5". So for this level of of high school basketball, like that's tall.
Yeah.
That's a big 5. So we're gonna throw him in there, and he was pretty strong. He can get up and dunk it too. And so, just to guard other 5s, and he could great at running the floor, getting rebounds. So him and Jay Ware. And the reason I say him and Jay Ware, I'm not giving him one of them spots because Jay Ware is my brother. But if Jay Ware was sitting right here, Jay Ware would tell you in high school, he used to be tripping, yo. Jay Ware
We was telling Jay Ware that, though.
Yeah, we was telling him. I'm like, bro, and Jay Ware's 6'7". So
go look up Jay Ware now.
Go look up Jay Ware. Yeah, I'm about look up his stats now.
Go look at Jay Ware
He
now.
be getting on that rim. He's shooting it a lot better. He can't handle it. So that's why I asked if we talking about post Walkertown or now, because then that's an easy 5. Jay Ware, without a doubt, no brainer. But if we talking about during their time there, Jay Ware can get up and dunk it too. He was 6'7".
I got my boy Jay Ware a pass where he got it. I got that video too where I passed Jay Ware the ball. He got him a dunk.
Yeah,
Atkins too. I know he.
Hey!
I ain't gonna, but yeah, you know
That
that
boy
one.
dunked it and he failed like 5 times within one fall. I'm like, yo, what was you doing? Clumsy. But yeah, and he was like 6'6", 6'7", so he gonna be the other one. But I know if we were to mix him in there too, he can play the 4 sometimes with Elijah. So that's gonna be like my all-time 5-6. If we had that whole roster right there together, I think we could have went to the States. We really should have went and won the States
Yeah.
What that 1 year?
I would say honestly, we underestimated that team we played. That was just us. That was and
Yeah,
it was
we was
we was
winning
going through
too.
injuries and stuff like
Twan,
that. Yeah.
he rolled
That
he
was the year
rolled one
before that,
ankle.
before I played with y'all, because I ain't played with Twan. Twan was the year
Yeah,
before me.
okay.
Then the year after, when we went, I think we both went to like the 3rd round or 4th round.
Yeah, it was
And
crazy. We
I think that you had
underestimated.
hurt your elbow. It was Jay Ware.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
even.
it
It's
was-
my right elbow, so I can't even shoot. I'm
I
like,
want to say playoff game. Jay Ware had missed one. It was a lot that was going on. So,
Yeah.
but nah,
Folded.
yeah,
We
we
folded.
could have went far though. We could have went far.
because the team we lost, especially the year before you, the team we lost to, that dude who
That's
dunked-
when your boy got done on that.
Yeah,
Elijah.
Elijah got dunked on. And
Yeah, we got
and you know that dude, he plays for the Broncos.
Yeah,
He in
I
the
would say
league.
he was committed to Notre Dame at that time for football.
He played with the he plays in the NFL now with the Broncos. He out there with
That's what's
Jaquan.
up. That's
He
what's
like I
up.
want to say he cornerback.
That's what's
free
up, though.
safety, but yeah, athlete
Athlete,
because he
yeah,
got up and
yeah.
punched it because he was like my height and took off one foot and just
Yeah.
punched Elijah.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
body to body. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my,
straight on.
oh
Yeah,
my
that was
gosh.
crazy.
But yeah,
Okay,
So-
now that's a smooth lineup though.
Yeah.
Man, but that's the end of this episode of How We Got Here TV, man. I appreciate my boy Jay Cone.
thanks for
coming
having me, my
on.
guy. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
man.
man. Stay tuned for more. We coming out with more episodes. Athletes, coaches, entrepreneurs, and content creators. We coming, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all stay blessed and stay in your word, man.
Always.